October 19th, 3:27 p.m. Wright & Co. Law Offices. Hey all, Zach here, and welcome back to another episode of Phoenix Wright's Attorney! In the last one, we actually put a kid on the stand and just found out that, the murder actually happened at Studio 2, not Studio 1. Man, that completely puts a kerfuffle on this case, so now we gotta see what's going on with Studio 2. That was a close one, huh, Mia?
Really? Too bad. I'm sorry I missed it.
Huh? Maya? Well, Maya's back.
So, what happened?
Well, I think I've got a pretty good idea who did it. Now all I need is a motive and proof.
Wow, good going, Nick.
Under the initial trial system, tomorrow is the last day we have.
Initial trial? What's that?
That's the new court system that introduced 2 or 3 years ago. So like a little while ago, yeah. They had so many cases in the system, they decided to speed the whole process up. It's because they don't want to take their time. Listen, it already takes like a long time for an actual trial to actually take place for what you need to do. Like, if something happens, then like you gotta wait like what, 6 to 9 months before the actual trial? Like, I'm honestly kind of surprised where it's like murder happens 1 or 2 days later, actual trial for it. Like, here's the thing is that they gotta speed the whole thing up because you got so many. It makes it feel like as though you got nothing to do right now.
So, under that system, trials have to end in 3 days?
Yeah, this is kind of bonkers. Yeah, pretty much. Well, we've no time to waste. Yeah, no time to waste at all. So instead, we're just gonna do the one thing I do, which is show Maya. Hey, you ever seen this something so shiny?
Sorry, I don't know how that will help us figure this out.
Maya, this is my attorney's badge. It is the thing that is literally my occupation. It will help us solve every mystery. Now watch, I'm gonna show it to this old lady and she's gonna, give us some wisecracks or something. Old bag, you ain't saying nothing today? Come on, old bag. You got something to say.
The old windbag sure is quiet today.
Yeah, she is pretty quiet.
This place is really peaceful like this.
Yeah, it actually is really nice.
Nick, I think our guard's down.
Yeah?
I bet we could even eat those donuts in the guard station if we wanted.
You eat, you die. Oh.
Oh, she's alive!
Oh, thank goodness. Like, I actually did think that she just, like, stood there and just became, like, a tree or something. So, Old Bag, you ever seen something so shiny? Miss Old Bag, what do you think of this?
Think? I'm not in the mood of thinking, thank you very much.
Oh, she's not in the best mood. Not even, like, an angry mood or anything. Maybe we can talk to her, maybe about the producer? I was wondering about Dee Vasquez, the producer.
Oh, the studio bigwigs love her. So she always gets her way.
She seems bitter.
Do you not like the producer? Look, the studio people don't want me talking about her, so sorry.
She seems a little more straightforward right now. Like, not as, strongly defensive as before. Maybe about the director. Can I ask you about Sal Manella, the director?
Sal? He's soft, a pushover. Does whatever Vasquez tell him to. She treats him like dirt, and I think he likes it.
Oh, he's one of those people, okay.
Huh? Why would anyone like being treated like dirt?
If you've been online, dude, you can find a lot of weird people on there.
That doesn't make any sense, does it, Nick?
No, it doesn't, Maya. Like Nick knows. Nick knows. Instead, let's talk about Mr. Hammer. I'm sure she'll be a little more talkative. About Mr. Hammer.
I heard what you said today, cheeky whippersnapper. Poor old Hammer, you dragged a star down from the sky and stomped on it. Calling him a criminal, a thief. I won't forget this.
Uh-oh, she's really pissed this time.
You listen to me, whippersnapper. My poor Hammer would never do such a thing. Why would he use steel powers as costumes so he could sneak by me? He would never stoop so low. It's impossible.
Oh, okay, she's starting to get real angry now. Do we have anything that we could try presenting to her? Nothing right now, so let's just move deeper into the facility and see what we can find. Let's start over there by the outside employee, the Studio 1. Maybe something's here.
Think back, Nick, to the day of the murder. Mr. Hammer put on the steel samurai costume. Then he left from here to go to Studio 2?
Right.
But why? I wonder if someone called him, like the director or the producer.
Well, that would make sense, so let's go to Studio 2. We're basically all done with Studio 1, plus we don't have that card anymore. Oh, hello, Dee Vasquez. What do you got?
Hey, Nick. It's Miss Vasquez. Hello? Hey, Hell.
Every time I see that, I think that they're spelling out the word rather than just being like, hello. I would think they're actually just like spelling it out. So it's just like, HEXXO. HELLO. But Maya, you should at least try to be polite. I'm watching the clouds. Very astute observation. Thank you, D. That's all she had to say, apparently. Well, there's some birds chirping, so can you tell us about Mr. Hammer?
Excuse me. Mr. Hammer came here on the day of the murder, and... Shh.
Perhaps you didn't hear me. I'm watching the clouds. I think you can watch the clouds and at least, like, enjoy conversation. I'm not interested in talking to you. Okay, you're just doing that.
Do something, Nick. She's really ticking me off.
I mean, more like you're being really sad. Oh, dear. Let's talk about Will Powers.
Mr. Powers wasn't the killer. You don't have to cancel the Steel Samurai.
I think I'm tired of the Steel Samurai.
You did it. Nick, she did it. She's the killer. My fey blood speaks to me. I know it.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear, oh me, oh my. I was wondering if you could tell me about Mr. Manila. If you must talk about that man, perhaps you could talk about it in the trailer by yourselves. Oh, dear. Okay, so you're really not gonna talk to me. In that case, hey, D. Vasquez, you ever seen something so shiny? She's not even looking. Okay, hey, you, look.
Why are you showing that to me, Nick?
I mean, Maya's already seen it, so it's more of like I just rubbed it in her face, just being like, look at this, Maya. Look at this. Look at how shiny my badge is. Also, I'm peeking so hard, I apologize. It's so amazing. I know why.
Wasn't the assistant cleaning up yesterday? Funny, it still seems pretty messy in here.
I mean, it's not that bad. I guess she was still on a high from getting that rare card she needed. Yeah, that would probably do it. There's probably nothing else in here, so let's just go over to the employee area. That's like the last area we have yet to explore. So make our way to the employee area and just do and make our way over there. It just seems so quiet right now, like, because this is our third day there, that it feels like that we've kind of explored everywhere that we could, but we're kind of just here doing one last investigation. Because that's what it is.
I guess they're not filming today either. I did want to see them filming just one time.
This trial will be overdone by tomorrow. You can come to see them film later.
I guess. This is where you found the bottle of sleeping pills, right?
Uh-huh.
I wonder if there's any clues lying around.
Yeah! No! No touching!
Oh, did Maya just pass out?
Oh, sorry, pal. Didn't mean to frighten you.
Didn't mean. I almost had a heart attack.
I guess I can be a little dramatique at times. I suppose it's the actor in me.
Dramatique indeed. I feel like you're just kind of making up words at this point.
Anyway, I'm here to examine the plate on that table.
Wait, are you looking for sleeping pills?
Yeah, pal. Traces thereof.
Okay, well before that, Gummy, you ever seen something so shiny?
I'm guessing I know as much about that as you do, pal. Nothing.
So you're saying I know nothing about my badge? Detective, I feel hurt right now. Please just tell me about the plate.
So you're looking for traces of the sleeping pills. How?
For a thorough examination, I gotta take the plate back to the precinct. But I have the capabilities to make a cursory examination right here. I know words. I'm a smart boy. Our science guy gave me some testing solution.
I'm surprised that he doesn't even call him forensics. He just calls him like,
our science guy, listen, like our science dude, bro. He got me this stuff. This reacts to those sleeping pills, see? If there's traces, it'll change color. Like purple. I really like purple.
Wow, neat.
Hey, you're purple. I like you.
Well, detective, what are you waiting for?
No, everything in due time, pal.
Fade to black, gotta do the solution. And what's our result?
Well, the tested solution on the plate changed color, all right.
So the food on this plate had been laced with sleeping pills?
Looks like it.
We got the steak plate added to the court record. I'm hoping that the bones are still there too. Let's see, what about the investigation? How goes your investigation?
To tell you the truth, it's a real mess, pal. Some people think we should pursue the case we already have against Powers, and some people think we should switch suspects.
What do you think, Detective Gumshoe?
I like the color purple. That's what I like. Well, pal, I hate to admit it, but I'm not sure I buy the case against Mr. Powers anymore.
Oh, he's knowing that every person they arrest is not always guilty.
I feel kind of bad for Mr. Edgeworth, though.
Speaking of Edgeworth, how is Edgeworth doing anyway?
Mr. Edgeworth is out of control. He was in the waiting room and he crushed this paper cup with hot coffee in it.
Whoa.
Talk about birds, pal.
Man, you got a sick burn after that, yeah.
Wow, the fury of Edgeworth.
Oh, that I just want to have is just like an image of just like Edgeworth just crushing a cup of coffee and it just says like, the fury of Edgeworth! I want that to be a t-shirt. I'm gonna get that as a t-shirt. Yeah, crushing paper cups. Yeah, Phoenix knows. Cups. Bottles? Say, whatever happened to that empty bottle? Man,
you're really good at these clever segues.
oh, thanks, Gumshoe.
Oh, the bottle sleeping pills? Well, I got some good news for you about that. They found the victim Jackhammer's prints on the bottle.
So that means...
Yep, it sounds like the one who put Powers to sleep was none other than the victim.
So I was right. All right, the sleeping pills were added to the court record. We now know for a fact it was Jack Hammer who used it. And since the sleeping pills were used, logic dictates that, sad to say, Jack Hammer was the one who stole the Steel Samurai costume and those sleeping pills prove it. And sorry to say, Wendy, but we're gonna have to ruin your hopes and dreams with this. Miss Oldback, what do you think of this? I guess you don't want to look at it right now. I understand. Well, now that we have this little thing, let's head back to the employee area. Maybe see about try presenting. Hey, Gumshoe, you're right here, aren't you? I want to present this to you. Detective, about that bottle.
Oh, that? Talk about embarrassing, pal. I can't believe I missed that on my first sweep for evidence. Don't know how I can apologize to Mr. Edgeworth.
It must be tough being a detective with all that responsibility.
Oh.
Oh, he's blushing. I mean, it is coming from Purple Girl, and he likes purple, so makes sense.
It looks like Will Powers was drugged. I'm gonna go back to the precinct to do some more detailed tests.
You're being very free with your information today, Detective.
Well, don't go telling anyone this, pal. But I was kind of impressed at today's trial, too. Most lawyers would have given up after the director's testimony. I think if it had been anyone but you up there, Powers would be done for by then.
Oh, that's so nice to say. Thank you, Gummy. Thank you very much, Gummy. Let's see what we can find in the dressing room, at least.
Empty dressing rooms like this are kind of lonely, aren't they?
I'm sure Mr. Powers will be back soon. He'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yep, so looks like it's just a way of saying, yeah, there ain't nothing to do here. So, yeah, I can't really think of anywhere else to go except for just, like, anything else we can talk to you about? Nothing really? What if we try presenting the plate to you and see what you got to say there? Now it's just same dialogue, maybe the bottle again. Because I feel like we're kind of at a point of, like, the game expects you to play a very specific way. But since we got the, did things a little out of order than what they wanted us to do, it could cause a bit of a wrinkle. So maybe show her the sleeping pills? Not even looking, not even reacting. What about this? It looks like nothing here. Maybe I could try examining stuff, like examine this van. A light van for moving staff and equipment around. They've kept it pretty good shape. Looks like it'd run fine.
Well, let's go for a drive.
Sure, if I had a license. Oh yeah, it's the same conversation they had before. So yeah, nothing new here. So we can just leave. And now we're at the point where I actually have forgotten about which way you gotta go for us to solve more of the mystery. I mean, I'll go to the detention center real quick just to see what's up. I mean, Will Powers is here so I can talk to him.
Mr. Wright, you did very well again today. Thank you.
Oh, thanks. Could you not look like you're about to burst into tears?
Wow, Nick, you must have really wowed him in there.
And could you wipe that grin off your face?
Hey, WP, only 1 day left. Let's make it count.
Yes, though there's not really anything I could do to help.
I'm not really sure what I can do either.
Please, this is no laughing matter. I mean, Phoenix is kind of doing all the work here, so... Will, let's talk to you about the producer. Could you tell me more about Miss Vasquez?
Oh, the producer? She's well respected in the industry. They say she's a genius.
A genius?
She's been at Global Studios for 5 years now. Right or wrong, nobody dares tell her different these days.
Why is that?
Ever since she came on board, we've had nothing but hits. Global Studios was on its knees, but she picked it up and made it shine. Oh, and...
And what?
Nothing. Forget it. I've only heard rumors anyhow.
Okay, you're hiding something. Can you tell me about Mr. Manila?
Oh, he used to be a minor straight-to-video director,
Oh, one of those directors.
but something in his work caught Vasquez's eyes. She brought the Steel Samurai idea to him. Now everyone knows the name Salmonella.
I think Salmonella can be known for a couple of other things, too.
I heard he's pretty much at her beck and call, though. Whenever she says jump, he asks how high and all that.
I'm guessing he can't really jump that high anyway. I can imagine him being at her beck and call, though I can't imagine him jumping. Yeah, Phoenix, I got kind of the same wavelength. Mr. Hammer, what you got?
I was wondering about Mr. Hammer. He was a big star back in the day, right? But then he just dropped off the face of the earth.
Oh, yes, you're right. In fact, he was my role model when I started in this business. But he just stopped taking on big roles. That's when he began appearing in little productions at Global.
How could he do that? I was really looking forward to the sequel to Samurai Summer.
Is that like a beach episode? I'm really curious if that was like a beach episode.
He just gave up at being a star 5 years ago. Actually, now that I think about it, that was right when Miss Vasquez came to Global.
5 years ago? You got something? You got something to tell me? Maybe I can show you sleeping pills. What do you gotta say?
Excuse me. Thank you for showing me that, whatever it is. I wish I could think of some way for me to help you. Sorry.
Okay, so you got nothing for me. Still, though, that is a curious sort about that info. So, since we actually know about that little info, maybe we can try going to Vasquez and confront her about it. Because she said it was around the time of that happening. I feel like that we're missing one thing that we gotta do. And it's gonna be like bothering me for like the next little while. Unless I examine this trash can? Nothing in here that could be a clue. Just some paper cups and crumbled documents. Yep, nothing. So in other words, nothing usual here. Also, there's Samurai Summer. I honestly thought that it was going to involve like more swimsuits or whatnot because of that name. Like again, I thought it was going to be like the beach party episode, but apparently no, it's like involving the horses. Okay, I guess like samurais in the summer just like to dress up in their kimonos and just ride horseback. I mean, okay, you do you. I ain't gonna try dictating how you live your life. So let's go to the employee area. Gummy, you here? I can't see you, Gummy.
I'm on the left, pal. Don't leave me.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, hello. What are you doing here?
Oh, I was just cleaning up the dressing room. I guess WP won't be using it anymore, so...
What? Why? But WP's innocent.
Yes, and I'm really grateful for all you've done. But this week is the last episode of the Steel Samurai.
What? No!
Oh, Maya would be upset. Oh, okay, Penny. Let's hear some more scoop about Mr. Hammer. I was wondering if I could ask you about Mr. Hammer. Yes. On the day of the murder, he went to Studio 2. Huh? I thought he went to Studio 1.
He stole the Steel Samurai costume too.
What? Why would Mr. Hammer do something like that? Oh. I guess the rumor must be true then.
The rumor?
Yeah, Miss Vasquez, the producer, had some kind of hold on Hammer. She had some dirt on him. He'd do anything she said, apparently.
Some dirt? What dirt?
Dirt. You know, bad stuff.
I know what dirt means.
About 5 years ago, they were filming a movie starring Mr. Hammer. They were using the new studio, Studio 2. Some sort of accident happened during filming. After that, they never used Studio 2 again. They left the film set the way it was, too. The film set? Was that trailer part of the film set then? Sounds like we're starting to get a lot more info. Let's hear about that last episode.
What do you mean the last Steel Samurai?
I know it's a shock, but nothing can be done to save it now. Whoever really did kill Mr. Hammer also signed the Steel Samurai's death warrant.
No. No!
Also, I heard that Global Studios is going to change its programming. They're not going to make kids shows anymore. Oh, no, that's sad.
What? Why?
I don't know. It's sad, but that's what Global Studios decided. Well, let's hear about the studio policies then. Why aren't they going to make kids shows anymore? The studio bigwigs don't want the Steel Samurai around anymore. They want to forget all this ever happened. They want it quiet, you understand?
How can they just do that? What about all the kids who love the Steel Samurai?
It's okay. I'm sure the kids will be fine. They'll find a new hero to follow.
No, that can't be true. If the program just ends, they'll be heartbroken for sure. Nick, say something.
I'm sure they're probably going to be complaining about it on the Steel Samurai forums. Yeah. I think evidence rather than words is called for here. Here, take a look at this. Here we go. The path to glory shows the true samurai fans' devotion and love. Take that! And this is? A fan collected all of these photographs. The kids love the Steel Samurai. The show shouldn't be canceled just so some adult can save face. I would think you would understand that better than anyone. Come on, Penny. Come on. You're right. Okay. But what can I do? Well, for starters, you could tell me something. Tell me what it is that Global Studios is so intent on hiding. Tell me about this accident 5 years ago. Okay. Alright, now she's gonna talk. Could you tell us what happened 5 years ago? Well, I could tell you what I've heard. Apparently, 5 years ago, someone died, and it was Hammer's fault.
Someone died?
It was an accident, of course. Anyway, the producer, Miss Vasquez, managed to hush it up. And that's the dirt she had on Mr. Hammer? And that's why Mr. Hammer would do anything Miss Vasquez asked him to do. But it was an accident, right? Why didn't they just make it public? Well, you know Mr. Hammer was a big star back then. They were afraid about what would happen to his career if word got out.
I see.
You know who knows more about this? Miss Oldbag. I mean, she's a dinosaur, so she's kind of been around since the dawn of time. She was here at the studios back then, you know. Thanks. We'll try asking her. If she'll talk. Yeah, that's a fair point if she'll even talk to us. So, in the next one, I think we're going to have a chance to talk to Miss Oldbag. So, next time on Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, we are going to go to the studio main gate, and we're going to talk to good old Miss Oldbag right here.
What? You're still slinking around? If you like this place so much, why don't you take it over from me?
The old windbag doesn't look so good.
Everybody's doing their darndest to forget Hammer. Who do you think made Global Studios what it is today? Hammer! It's all due to Hammer.
She's starting to froth at the mouth, Nick. Maybe we should keep a safe distance. Yeah, we probably should. But in the meantime, next time on Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, we're going to talk to Wendy Oldbag and see what she knows about what happened 5 years ago. I'll see you guys in the next one. Toodles!
Objection!